Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AA Fitzy 88 bringing to you some Ghost Recon Future Soldier. This is Conflict on the map Mill, and you've probably noticed that this is pretty much all I've been putting out on my channel lately, and that's because this is my favorite game. And also, as most of you know, I don't get a lot of gaming time in there, so when I do, it's usually maybe an hour or two a week, if I'm lucky, maybe a little bit more, but not so much. But I do enjoy it. And my gameplay does reflect that. I've never once, tried to sell myself as a beast gamer. I think I do all right, and the main thing is I enjoy playing these games, whether it's Battlefield 3 or this one here. I like to play with my teammates tactically and play for the win. Now, the purpose of this video is, I guess I'd call it a little bit of a shout-out video, but I'm also, I want you to pay attention to the gameplay, but not for the fact that it's either good gameplay or bad gameplay. I think I went positive and got an objective. It's good, but one thing that I want to touch on in this is you really learn a lot when you watch other people's videos. Now, for the most part, when you're sifting through YouTube, you're going to be going through about 90% shit, because YouTube is saturated. Everybody's doing the whole YouTube thing now with their gameplays, and a lot of it is garbage, and it's really frustrating to happen across a video with an interesting title and it's just utter shit, in my opinion. Like, people have their opinions, but I think a lot of you feel the same way I do. And one YouTuber out there that I like to give a shout out is Matt Shacha. He came out with a video late last week, or the week before last, called Integrity, and it's a good one. I suggest you watch it. I'll leave links in the description to all the YouTubers that I mention in my videos, but basically he's touching on the fact about responsible YouTubing, and people just scamming their way through their videos, basically misadvertising and just acting douchey out there to highlight their channel, get more views, get more subscribers. But it's a little embarrassing in the fact that a lot of the content out there is absolute shit, and no matter which way you spin it, if you're trying to beg people to come to your channel and on Twitter, please do this or do that, or you got to see this, or it's the wrong way to do it. Now, I've never been much of a YouTuber to really panic about my views, my likes, my dislikes, my subscribers, because I've been doing it long enough now that I've figured it out that it is a mess, and it isn't accurate, and it is kind of stupid and foolish, but it is a hobby that I like to do, so I'm going to continue to do it. So that being said, going through with my video here that I'm showing you, it's half decent. In my opinion, I do okay, but also this week I've happened across a few other YouTubers out there that really enlightened me on this game and how to play it. Mind you, they probably have a lot more time to play this game than I do, and you always come across those players that have that natural gift of how to play video games. Now, I'm an older gamer. I'm 40 years old, and the reflexes aren't what they used to be. I've never been a crazy ass amazing gamer, and I never will be. Probably why I like these games, because you can play them tactical with a squad. But like I mentioned earlier, what I thought I was doing okay until I actually saw some people that actually played the game with some skill and some thought, and a few things that I would have never figured out on my own. And I think that all comes down to experience. But I'm going to leave links to the description in the description to these guys as well. One is Cody Collins 360, who has a fantastic channel, and he's really good for the Ghost Recon community. Really nice guy, passionate about what he does. And the other guy that I stumbled across this week goes by the name of Dutchy, and his channel is incredible. This guy is a gifted player, but he's not an idiot about it. He won't brag at how much of a beast he is, and he won't be an egomaniac. He plays the game for what it is. He plays with his team, he plays it well, and he makes good videos. So I highly recommend you guys check these guys out if you haven't already. And that brings me to the purpose of this. you know, I notice a lot of flaws in my movement and my game style and what I'm doing in this that I wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't watched these videos. Now, I think I searched for them by, you know, searching the old tips and tricks. And generally, when you do that in a video game, you get the developers channel with their, you know, when they're bringing a new game out to the market, and they come up with these tips and tricks videos before the game isn't even released, and they're really boring and it's shit you already know. But every once in a while, like I said, you happen across a person that's nice enough to share with the community on things that helped their gameplay. So, you know, this video is going to serve a purpose because it's at a point where I thought I was doing half decent at this game, but in the future, the gameplay footage that I'm going to put up, I'm going to start practicing some of the techniques that these guys are throwing up there. And there's quite a few of them, and they're pretty basic, and I'm sure it's going to come down to, you know, the amount of time I have to play and the experience and the effort that I can put into the game, which isn't a lot. Like I mentioned, full-time job, full-time family, it's tough to get in a lot of gaming hours. Basically, I'm restricted to about 3 hours tops a week, which isn't a lot. I also play it on both consoles, so fiddling back and forth between the two is also difficult. But I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to try out some of the cover movement techniques that Dutchy put out, and Cody had some really interesting points on some of his videos. He put up a video where he kind of dissects it and leaves little bubbles up on the video of things he could have done better at a certain point, and you actually pick up a lot from that, and it's all subtle, and it's no big brain thing. Like, anybody could watch it and be the armchair quarterback and just said, oh, you should have zigged where you should have zagged. You should have zigged when you zagged there, or you should have done this. That's all well and good, but when you're playing the game, you all know that you're missing out on stuff. So that's the purpose of this video. I'm putting it up. As I watch it, I can still see a lot of flaws in what I'm doing. You know, I do some good things, but mostly I'm not playing the game that I think I'm capable of playing. And once again, I think it all comes down to experience, but I'm really going to concentrate in my next couple of videos to put some of these guys really good tactics to use. You know, increase the sensitivity, really practice the cover swapping, because they make some excellent tips on how quickly you can navigate a map, and yeah, it's going to take some practice. As far as shooting, I don't know if you know, I can improve on that much. I'm not that skilled with the weapons, and my my shooting's a little, you know, pray and spray, but I'll get by. I'll do my thing. I'm still really enjoying the game, and yeah, I'm going to utilize these tips, flanking routes, and these guys have got a ton of content you can watch and pick up a lot of really good things from. So I'm going to leave the links in the description. Please check them out. A bit of a shout out, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please, if you like this video, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.